In the world of tech and innovation, few figures have shaped the digital landscape quite like Evan Spiegel. Born on June 4, 1990, in Los Angeles, California, Spiegel was raised in a world where Silicon Valley's influence loomed large, but his path to becoming one of the youngest billionaires in history was far from typical. From a young age, Spiegel exhibited a sharp mind and an entrepreneurial spirit, two traits that would define his career. He was a natural at building connections and innovating from the start. During his years at Stanford University, he immersed himself in design and product development, where he met co-founders Bobby Murphy and Reggie Brown. The trio's partnership would eventually give rise to one of the most influential social platforms of the 21st century, Snapchat. But Snapchat wasn't born overnight. Initially conceived as a simple idea one where photos would disappear after being viewed, Spiegel's concept quickly evolved. This fleeting nature of communication tapped into something deeper about how young people wanted to connect. But the journey to making Snapchat a household name was filled with setbacks, challenges, and moments of doubt. In the competitive world of tech, success is never guaranteed. Spiegel faced skepticism from investors and struggled with the question of whether his vision could become more than just a passing trend. His insistence on maintaining control of Snapchat, a decision that at times seemed like a risk, would eventually prove to be one of his most defining moves. As Snapchat evolved, Spiegel continued to push the envelope, expanding the app into a multimedia platform and introducing features like stories, which would reshape the way people interacted with digital content. Evan's story isn't just about innovation, it's about resilience. It's about navigating the complexities of Silicon Valley's fast-paced, high-risk environment while staying true to his vision. Today, as CEO of Snap Inc., Spiegel has not only weathered the storms of the tech world but has also pioneered new forms of communication, giving rise to an entirely new cultural language. But who is the man behind the glasses and the billion-dollar empire? What drives Evan Spiegel? What lessons can we learn from his unique journey, filled with triumphs and failures alike? This is the story of Evan Spiegel, the tech visionary who changed the way the world communicates, and the man who, despite the odds, built an empire on the foundation of simplicity, innovation, and bold decisions. Evan Thomas Spiegel was born on June 4, 1990, in Los Angeles, California, into a world where technology and innovation were already deeply intertwined with everyday life. The son of a successful lawyer and a former model, Evan was raised in a privileged environment that exposed him to the dynamic worlds of both business and media. However, from a young age, it was clear that Evan was driven by his own passions, particularly in design and technology. Evan's journey into the tech world began at Stanford University, where he studied product design. It was here that his interest in the intersection of technology and communication truly took off. But it wasn't just academic achievement that defined his time at Stanford. His entrepreneurial spirit was already beginning to take shape. He teamed up with two classmates, Bobby Murphy and Reggie Brown, to develop a mobile app that would later become one of the most influential platforms of the digital age. In 2011, Spiegel, Murphy, and Brown launched the app called Peekaboo, which allowed users to send photos that disappeared after being viewed. While the initial idea was simple, it tapped into a growing desire for more private, ephemeral communication in the digital world. Soon after, the team rebranded the app as Snapchat, a move that would set the stage for one of the most groundbreaking transformations in the social media landscape. At first, Snapchat was met with skepticism. Critics doubted that people would embrace the idea of sending photos that vanished in seconds. But Evan Spiegel, always the visionary, believed that the impermanence of digital communication had the power to change how people connected. The app quickly gained popularity among teenagers who saw the potential for more genuine, less polished interactions. Despite the app's growing user base, Snapchat faced several early challenges. For one, Spiegel and his team struggled to convince investors to take the app seriously. Many doubted its staying power and were skeptical of the monetization potential. But Spiegel remained steadfast, sticking to his belief that Snapchat was something unique. He rejected multiple buyout offers from giants like Facebook, who attempted to purchase the platform, a move that many saw as risky. Spiegel's decision to maintain control over Snapchat paid off. Over the next few years, Snapchat evolved from a photo-sharing app into a multimedia platform that integrated stories, video messaging, and augmented reality filters. Features like these reshaped the social media experience and set Snapchat apart from its competitors. The introduction of the Snapchat Stories feature, in particular, would later be replicated by nearly every major social media platform, from Instagram to Facebook, signaling its undeniable influence. Spiegel's leadership, however, was not without controversy. As Snapchat CEO, he often faced criticism for being secretive, stubborn, and reluctant to change course, even when the platform's growth slowed. Yet, his persistence and confidence in his vision continued to drive the company forward. In 2017, Snap Inc. went public with its IPO, raising billions and making Spiegel one of the youngest self-made billionaires in history at just 26 years old. However, success was not without its struggles. After Snapchat's IPO, the company faced intense competition from other social media platforms, most notably Instagram, which adopted many of Snapchat's key features. In response, Spiegel pushed for constant innovation, leading the company to explore new frontiers like augmented reality and original content. Despite fluctuating stock prices and financial challenges, Spiegel's determination to maintain Snap's independence has remained unwavering. Beyond business, Evan Spiegel's personal life has also been a subject of public interest. In 2017, he married Miranda Kerr, a former Victoria's Secret supermodel, in a low-key ceremony. Their relationship has become one of Hollywood's most high-profile, yet private, unions. Together, they have children and have largely kept their personal lives away from the public eye, a contrast to the transparency and connectivity that Snapchat promotes. Today, Evan Spiegel continues to steer Snap Inc. into new realms, exploring the possibilities of augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and even wearable technology. Under his leadership, Snap has made bold strides in developing its AR capabilities with products like Spectacles, the company's AR glasses, pushing the boundaries of how we interact with the world through technology. Through his journey, Spiegel has been lauded as a visionary leader who wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo and go against the grain of Silicon Valley's culture. But his story is not just one of business success. It's also about resilience, the refusal to compromise, and the relentless pursuit of a vision. A vision where communication is more authentic, creative, and, in many ways, more human. Evan Spiegel's impact on the world is undeniable. As one of the youngest tech moguls in history, he has forever altered the landscape of social media and digital communication. But the story of Evan Spiegel is far from over. The future is still unfolding, and his next move could very well shape the next generation of technology. In 2011, Evan Spiegel, along with his co-founders Bobby Murphy and Reggie Brown, created an app that would forever change the way people communicated online. It all began as a simple idea: what if photos could disappear after being viewed? This idea, birthed from Spiegel's desire to make digital communication more genuine and less curated, quickly evolved into something far bigger: Snapchat. Originally called Peekaboo, the app was designed to allow users to send photos that vanished after a few seconds. Spiegel, ever the visionary, believed that this impermanence could solve a growing problem in the digital age: the pressure to curate and filter every aspect of one's online persona. The app allowed people to share moments without the worrying of them being permanently documented and archived on the internet. However, success did not come immediately. In its early days, Snapchat struggled to gain traction, with many people questioning the need for such an app. Critics argued that photos disappearing after being seen was a gimmick, that it would only appeal to a small, niche group. But Evan Spiegel's belief in the power of impermanent communication fueled his perseverance. He didn't just want to create another social network. He wanted to reimagine how people could interact with each other in the digital space. By 2012, Snapchat was gaining momentum, particularly among teenagers, who saw it as a platform for more authentic and spontaneous interactions. In a world where everything online was becoming permanent, Snapchat's disappearing messages gave users a sense of freedom. No longer did they have to worry about a moment captured in a photo haunting them forever. It was a digital world where mistakes could be made, where vulnerability was allowed, and where people could engage without the pressure of perfection. Snapchat's true rise began in 2013 when the app introduced Stories. The feature allowed users to post a series of photos and videos that would remain visible to their friends for 24 hours before disappearing. Stories would go on to revolutionize the way people shared their lives. Unlike other platforms where posts were static and permanent, Snapchat Stories were dynamic, offering a more fleeting, in-the-moment way to experience someone's day. It was a game changer. In 2014, Facebook made a bold move to acquire Snapchat, offering a reported $3 billion for the app. Spiegel, still in his 20s and with a clear vision for his company, rejected the offer. He refused to sell, opting instead to build something unique on his own terms. It was a decision that would define his career. Despite initial skepticism, Spiegel's belief that Snapchat was more than just a messaging app began to gain widespread recognition. The following year, in 2015, Snapchat introduced Discover, a feature that brought media companies, publishers, and celebrities to the app, offering curated content to users. This move marked Snapchat's transition from a simple photo-sharing app into a full-fledged multimedia platform. With Discover, Spiegel aimed to blend entertainment, news, and social media, offering users a way to consume content while still interacting with friends. Evan Spiegel is more than just a Silicon Valley CEO. He's a pioneer who forever altered how we communicate, share, and consume information in the digital age. As the co-founder and CEO of Snap Inc., Spiegel's influence goes far beyond the creation of Snapchat. His vision has reshaped the entire social media landscape, creating new standards for how people interact with technology and one another. When Spiegel first launched Snapchat in 2011, few could have predicted the massive impact the app would have on both the tech world and society at large. Snapchat introduced the concept of ephemeral communication messages and images that disappeared after being viewed. At a time when social media was dominated by permanent posts, this shift was radical. It offered a way for people, especially younger users, to interact online without the pressure of maintaining a perfectly curated digital identity. This idea of impermanence sparked a cultural shift. Users could now share spontaneous moments, mistakes, and feelings without the fear that everything they posted would live on forever. Snapchat became a space where authenticity, not perfection, was celebrated. It gave rise to the real internet, where users didn't just share their highlights, they shared their lives, raw and unfiltered. Spiegel didn't stop there. His relentless drive to innovate transformed Snapchat into more than just a messaging app. In 2013, Snapchat introduced Stories, a feature that allowed users to post a series of photos and videos that lasted for 24 hours before disappearing. The Stories format has since been adopted by almost every major social media platform, from Instagram to Facebook. Today, it's hard to imagine a world without Stories, a testament to how Spiegel's bold ideas reshaped digital storytelling. But Spiegel didn't stop at reshaping how people communicated. He saw Snapchat as a multimedia platform with enormous potential. In 2015, the company introduced Discover, a feature that allowed major media companies to create short-form content for Snapchat's audience. This was a direct challenge to traditional forms of media, turning Snapchat into a place not only for personal communication, but also for news, entertainment, and advertising. Discover gave a new generation a way to access breaking news and curated content, all within the same platform they used to send silly selfies. In 2016, Spiegel pushed the boundaries even further by introducing Spectacles, Snapchat's very own augmented reality glasses. While this product didn't achieve the same level of success as the app, it showcased Spiegel's forward-thinking approach to technology. He envisioned a world where augmented reality and social media would seamlessly merge, and Spectacles was his first step toward making that vision a reality. Spiegel's insistence on pursuing innovative ideas, sometimes at the expense of immediate profits, highlighted his long-term view of technology. Spiegel's refusal to sell Snapchat, despite lucrative buyout offers, is perhaps one of the most defining aspects of his impact. When Facebook offered $3 billion for Snapchat in 2013, many advised Spiegel to take the money and run, but he resisted, believing that the company's future potential far outweighed any short-term gain. This decision not only solidified Spiegel's commitment to his vision, but also set the tone for how he would approach the growth and development of Snap Inc. Under his leadership, Snapchat evolved from a simple app to a multifaceted platform, from Lens's interactive filters that use augmented reality to Snap Maps, which allows users to see where their friends are in real time. Spiegel's ability to predict and adapt to the changing needs of users has kept Snapchat relevant, even as competitors like Instagram copied key features. He saw early on that augmented reality was not just a novelty, but the next frontier of social media, and his company has worked tirelessly to lead the charge. Perhaps one of his greatest contributions is the way he has redefined how brands approach marketing. Snapchat has become a platform where advertisers need to think outside the box. With its short-form, vertical videos and creative ad formats, Spiegel has made it clear that traditional advertising methods are not enough in the age of social media. Brands now have to engage users in innovative ways, whether through interactive filters, sponsored lenses, or branded stories to capture their attention. Spiegel has also made a lasting mark on privacy and user control. At a time when social media platforms have been under scrutiny for data privacy concerns, Snapchat's focus on ephemeral communication stands as a stark contrast to the data-hungry practices of many other platforms. Spiegel has always been a champion of user autonomy, emphasizing that Snapchat should serve as a space where people can be themselves, free from the permanent digital footprint that defines so many other platforms. While he is often seen as a Silicon Valley outsider, he's not the classic tech mogul with a huge public presence or aggressive marketing style. Spiegel's influence is undeniable. His impact reaches far beyond Snapchat. Through his leadership, he has inspired an entire generation of tech entrepreneurs to focus on creating platforms that prioritize user experience, privacy, and innovation over simply chasing profit. His approach has shown that success doesn't have to come at the cost of authenticity or trust. Today, as the CEO of Snap Inc., Spiegel continues to innovate, introducing new features, products, and technologies that push the boundaries of what's possible in the tech world. From augmented reality to artificial intelligence, Spiegel is building a future where communication, entertainment, and technology merge in ways we can only begin to imagine. In many ways, Evan Spiegel's impact on the world is just beginning. He has already revolutionized the way we communicate, share, and interact online, but his vision of a future shaped by immersive technologies, including augmented reality and machine learning, will likely define the next era of digital interaction. As Snapchat continues to evolve, so too will the legacy of Evan Spiegel, one of the most influential figures in the history of modern tech. As we conclude this journey through the life and legacy of Evan Spiegel, it's clear that his story is far from over. What started as a simple idea to make photos disappear has blossomed into a global tech empire, one that continues to evolve, shape, and disrupt the digital world. But beyond the billion-dollar valuations, Snapchat's true influence lies in how it has forever changed the way we communicate, interact, and experience the world. Spiegel's ability to stay true to his vision, even in the face of enormous pressure, is one of the defining characteristics of his career. When the world doubted him, when investors and critics questioned the longevity of Snapchat, he never wavered. His commitment to creating a platform that valued authenticity over perfection, that allowed users to communicate without the fear of permanent digital footprints, has resonated deeply with millions. In many ways, Snapchat became a cultural movement, a reflection of a generation's desire for more genuine, fleeting connections in a world where everything else seemed curated and staged. Under his leadership, Snap Inc. has not only survived but thrived. From the introduction of stories to the exploration of augmented reality with lenses and spectacles, Spiegel's vision for the future of social media has consistently pushed the envelope. He saw the potential for a new kind of digital experience, one that blended creativity, self-expression, and cutting-edge technology. Through Snapchat, he brought augmented reality into the mainstream, changing how we view and interact with the world around us. Spiegel's rejection of Facebook's $3 billion acquisition offer in 2013 will go down as one of the most defining moments in tech history. At the time, many saw it as a reckless move, but in hindsight, it was a masterstroke. His refusal to sell showed the world that Snapchat was never just about money, it was about creating something transformative, something that would change how we live online. His leadership and vision have always been about the long game, and it's that long-term thinking that has shaped Snap Inc. into the innovative force it is today. Yet, it hasn't been without challenges. The rise of competitors like Instagram, the pressure to maintain growth, and the constant demands of an ever-changing digital world have all tested Spiegel's resolve. But instead of yielding to the pressure, he has used these challenges as fuel for innovation. Snapchat's emphasis on augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and user-centric design continues to set it apart from its competitors. The app may have been imitated, but it has never been replicated. What's most striking about Evan Spiegel is his ability to remain focused on what truly matters: his users. In a tech world often driven by growth at all costs, Spiegel has consistently placed an emphasis on privacy, authenticity, and mental well-being. Snapchat's ephemeral nature, its lighthearted filters, and its focus on real-time, unpolished content have created a space where people can be themselves, free from the pressure to perform. And in a world where digital anxiety is on the rise, that may be one of the most important contributions to date. As a leader, Spiegel's quiet, sometimes even reserved demeanor stands in contrast to the brashness often associated with Silicon Valley moguls. Yet, it is this calm determination, paired with his unwavering belief in his vision, that has made him one of the most influential figures of his generation. Underneath the cool exterior, Spiegel has always been laser-focused on one thing: changing the way people connect, communicate, and experience the world. Today, Snap Inc. continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. With innovations in augmented reality, AI, and even the development of new hardware, Spiegel is laying the groundwork for the next frontier of digital communication. And while Snapchat may have been the catalyst for his success, it's clear that his work has only just begun. The future of Snap, and of Evan Spiegel himself, will be defined by even greater leaps forward in technology, ones that could alter the way we see the world and interact with one another forever. In many ways, Evan Spiegel's journey is a testament to the power of vision and resilience. He has shown the world that sometimes the greatest achievements come not from following the crowd, but from daring to chart your own course. As he looks ahead, it's clear that the digital landscape will continue to evolve in ways we can only begin to imagine, and Evan Spiegel will undoubtedly be at the forefront of that change, continuing to shape the world of tomorrow. The story of Evan Spiegel is far from over. In fact, it's just beginning. And as technology continues to advance, one thing is certain: his influence will remain, shaping the future of digital communication for generations to come.